Hey Wendy! Happy Friday! Sorry, I'm getting my camera adjusted. All right, hope you had a good week. Hey Tammy! Yay! So glad you're here. Oh my god, I love the fact that you set an alarm. That's too cute. That is too cute. All right, let me just adjust a little bit more there. Oh my gosh. Hi Tanya. Hello. There we go. I hope everyone had a good week. But I am glad it's Friday. Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. Everybody ready to play with some paper pads? Hello, Queen of Dover. Is that Dover, New Hampshire, I wonder? Hello, hello. All right. Well, Friday is here, and I have been pumped for this challenge. I've been waiting for the opportunity to for the group to focus on paper pads for the product of the month. So I'm so... Oh, Queen of Do-Over. I love it. I love it. Oh, I thought it said Dover. I should probably put my glasses on. Well, welcome anyway. Very cute name. I love it. Hey, Joyce. Welcome. So, yes, I was so excited about this paper pad product focus, and to tie into it, oh, Canada, awesome. And to tie into it, I threw in a challenge. So if you're not part of the Jessica Grace and Friends Pretty Pages Facebook group, that's where we do the product focus challenges. So if you're not part of it, hop on over there and join. It's a lot of fun. Great group. It's an extension of you fabulous, wonderful subscribers and viewers and ladies on the lives. So what we're doing for the month is obviously we're focusing on paper pads, and the challenge is to choose one paper pad and use it for the entire month. And so the lives this month, for the month of April, we are doing just that, and here is my paper pad of choice. And I've done this challenge once before and had a ton of fun with it. It really just pushes you to get creative, and I'm not gonna lie, it encourages fussy cutting. I know some of you don't really love fussy cutting, but it does. It's a good way to maximize your paper in general, but paper pads especially. So I'm just super excited about it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in. So the thing about paper pads, let's just do a little chit chat about paper pads. I don't know about you guys, but early on in my scrapbooking days, these were such an easy buy because they're always on sale, and you feel like it's a good deal because there's so much paper, right? Often Michaels has them like buy two, get one free. You know, they have all these deals. So we acquire paper pads very, very quickly. So I find this challenge that we're going to do a really great way to try to use up some of them. But you can use this challenge for any paper in your collection. If you don't have paper pads, I think one or two ladies mentioned they didn't actually own any in the group. That's okay too. Grab a stack of paper. I mean, this one has 48 sheets. Grab, 20 sheets of paper out of your stash, and you can participate just as easily with this challenge, okay? So, catching up. Tammy hasn't gotten her paper pad yet, scanning old photos. Oh, nice. That's still good work. All right. I'd rather use stamps than fussy cut for Wendy. Yes, and 6x6 paper pads work great as well. I definitely have one of those out to play too for this month. All right, so I chose this paper pad, one, because I haven't played with it yet. Two, it's just very, very pretty. I think this might have been a Michael special. I'm not really sure. I can't remember who carries Craft Smart. But it does come with 2 of every sheet, and it's a nice heavy weight, which is great. When I do pick paper pads, I tend to try and purchase the ones that have the heavyweight paper. And for Tanya, oh, it's absolutely okay to make cards. You can make whatever you want with your paper pad. The goal is to just bust through that paper pad stash. That's the goal. Whatever you make with it, totally up to you. You can make a bunch of cards. I'm not a card maker, so that's not the first thing I tend to gravitate towards, but absolutely. Cards, traveler's notebooks. You could make, dimensional projects and envelopes. Whatever your heart desires. Get creative, just use up that paper pad. And it's a really great way to measure how far you've come, too. Because your paper pad's going to get smaller and smaller. And it's kind of exciting. All right, so let's see here. Tanya has a ton of them. Michael's does. Hot buys. Yes, those are what I'm talking about, Wendy. The hot buys, they get you every time. Because they have that, 2-for-1 deal, right? All right, so anyways, so this has got really beautiful papers, double of everything, so twice the fun, right? So I'm not sure that I'm going to get through this entire pad in the month, but I'm gonna try my best. I also, when I look at paper pads, again, I said earlier, I always look for elements I can fussy cut, like these butterflies. How beautiful are they? There is a whole sheet, there's got to be at least 20 butterflies that you can add to your ephemera stash, for one sheet of paper, which is a really good deal, especially if your paper pad was free, right? So I'm just trying to teach you ways to maximize as well. When you see these cut-aparts, these are great for pocket pages or smaller format, smaller format albums as well. So you can get creative. So we've got some beautiful florals, some fun shiny papers. We got a little bit of everything in this. I love this house one. I love the house prints. But anyways, so this has got a nice variety, so I'm really excited to use it. So for tonight, what I've decided to start off with is, I think I saw it here, is I've already done some prep work, and it had this beautiful floral frame, or frame reef. It's not a frame. I guess you could call it a frame, but it's a reef. So I'm using this reef paper. I am using the butterflies as well. Hi, Colleen. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm also using this floral paper. So I'm already using 3 sheets of paper for this layout tonight. And like I said, I've already done some pre-work. And 2, I just want to make another note. For these cut-aparts, you could also look at, you know what? I love this. I'm probably going to use this card maybe for the title tonight. But think about that too. You can use these cards as titles for your pages as well. Cut out that little banner that says Fun Times. So kind of look at your paper pad and kind of look beyond the intended purpose of it, right? And I hope what I'm saying is making sense. But we're going to go through this together, and hopefully by the end of the month, you'll learn something, right? And we have Christina, hello. Gail, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right. So that is the paper pad of choice. Oh, and I chose background paper as well. So 4 sheets of paper for this layout. We're starting off well. Where is it? Oh, so I chose this really pretty yellow butterfly paper too to go with this layout. So let me pull the pieces. So I did the prep work last night. And for those of you, and I'm debating on this wood grain as well. Haven't decided yet. I might frame it out. This was in the paper pad too. So was that 5 pieces of paper now? I'm excited, guys. All right, so anyways, I cut out this wreath, and let me just tell you, for those of you who do not like fussy cutting, I sat down in my comfy chair and I put on my true crime podcast and I just listened and cut, and it was done like super fast. I know it seems like fussy cutting isn't all that fun, but look at the beautiful elements. Here's that floral paper. Look at all the extra embellishments and the beautiful elements you get from a little bit of time fussy cutting. I've got all these beautiful butterflies, and I can never have too many butterflies. I just, I really think, I know fussy cutting's hard, but I can't tell you how much I love having all these extra die cuts. It's just, it really is worth it. So put on your favorite show, put on your favorite music, make it a relaxing, like therapeutic exercise, right? Don't worry about, and you know what? Don't worry about rushing through an entire sheet in one evening either, right? Enjoy it. Like, take your time, chip away at it. Cut out a couple here or there. It's not a race, right? But it really gives you an opportunity to maximize your layouts. All right, so first decision. So this is where I'm going with this layout. So I'm gonna put the floral wreath. I don't even think it's like a perfect circle. It's kind of a little bit of an oblong shape. So the floral wreath is going on this yellow. And then I'm thinking about matting it in this wood grain, and just to frame it out a little bit. And I'm just taking a look and see how that looks. And I'm wondering if the brown is just too much. Yeah. Well, if you can't use scissors, another good option for fussy cutting is a cutting mat and an X-Acto knife. Now, Kathy, I do see your note. I'm sorry to hear that about your vision. So I understand if there are limitations with fussy cutting, and but if you're not good with scissors, try an X-Acto knife, and you just go along with your cutting mat and trim around the edge that way too. So this is another option. All right, I don't know how I feel about this wood grain, so we're gonna let it go for now. All right, and the photo tonight we're going to scrap is this of my grandmother and my 2 nephews and my son. This was her birthday celebration a couple years ago. So Joyce, yeah, I will have to trim the yellow, but I was okay. I wasn't gonna do a big frame, just probably like a 1/4 inch on either side, but I would be okay if the wreath hung over. But I'm literally thinking about maybe not even an 1/8 of an inch, a very minimal frame, you can see. So it will still fit. I don't know, we'll decide. We'll get this built. I can always trim it at the end. Green, yeah, well, you know what? Since we're talking about it, let's try green. I really liked that wood grain last night, but now that I look at it, I'm not so sure. Let's see what we got for green. We've got that teal with the bicycles, but we already have that butterfly pattern. I thought about this, but it's too much. Got our houses. We could do pink. There's another floral. I can't wait to play with this one and have fun with that. Yeah, the only green we have is this one with the market, and I think it's going to be too busy. And Tanya, I'll show you. The wood grain is what I picked out originally, and I thought that looked okay, but I really loved the reef on the yellow. But it does look nice on the wood grain too. But I really dug the yellow. So we don't have to frame it. It's not a big deal, but it was one of my thoughts I had. Excuse me. All right. All right, excuse me about that. All right, so we got to trim the photo, my grandmother and the boys. It was a bright summery photo. I thought it was fitting. And I just did a 4x4 print. And this is all about building out the design. And so I'm going to lay the it pops more on the wood. You don't lose the flowers. It does pop on the wood, but I also feel like the introduction to the wood gives it like this rustic feel that I really wasn't going for. So I can also pop the reef up a little bit to give it some dimension from the background paper. And I also like that this yellow had butterflies in it because we're going to tie in the butterflies as well. You know, now that I think about that, I think I will pop it up a little bit. I wasn't going to originally, but let's do it. Let's pop it up. So my good old foam squares from Dollar Tree, which I'm running low on. I need to pick up more. They're a great height. You get a whole roll for $1. It's a really good deal. And we're just gonna sprinkle them all around. There we go. I do think popping this up a little bit will of course, I'm always a big fan of dimension, and then it will also separate it from the yellow a little bit. We're gonna add some more elements too, that I think it will look really nice. But essentially what was so great about this reef paper is that it was basically a built-in layout. There's not a lot of work I had to do besides the fussy cutting. But again, you know, if it's not your thing, if you could find a coordinating ephemera pack, that would work too. All right. So I think that looks good. There we go. So my thought was kind of nestling that photo in either right there, or I was thinking about having it on the side. And I was gonna cut out that title card, so let's see what that looks like first. Yeah, the popping it up does give it just a little bit, just separates it enough from that background, which is nice. Sorry, I'm catching up with the chat here. Yes, it's $1.25 at Dollar Tree now. I know, ladies, that's gonna be a hard habit to break. Is realizing it's now $1.25 now. I mean, that's a pretty huge markup if you think about it. But it's, even for $1.25, it's still a good deal for the foam tape. I don't think I've been to Dollar Tree since they've upped their prices. And Tanya, I'm gonna make sure I'm free for the next full day. Oh, for the live crop. Oh, Dee, it was so fun. It was so nice to see some new faces pop on there. And they were. You guys were having a blast. I came in right at the tail end. All right, so we're just gonna do some quick fussy cutting on camera. And this already has a flower tied to it, which is nice. So it ties into the wreath beautifully. And I love the phrase, happiness blooms from within. Super cute. Title's already thought up for me, which I love. Although the nice thing about these lives is that you guys do a lot of that for me. You help me out in that arena too. That 25 cents does add up quickly. It certainly probably makes you second guess how much you put in your cart. Although everything's gone up lately. My husband came back from the grocery store the other day and he's like, I can't believe the price of eggs. He's like, they've gone up. It's like the one thing he's noticed. Although I know it's been more than just eggs, but that just really jumped out at him the other day. He's like, eggs, I can't believe it. Sandy's here. Hello, Sandy. Welcome. Happy Friday. All right. Or I could even put it in the center, which I don't think I like that too much. So we can nestle it on the side here. Or we could put it down here. Just kind of playing with the composition. Oh, I kind of like it nestled in there. Kind of like that. Sandy, I had fussy cut. Yes, I did fussy cut from the paper pad. So I think I like that composition. So let's get this tacked down. So I'm going to, I think, have the photo flat, but you know what? I think I'm going to get some, let's get some pink tissue paper. Let's add a little bit of texture here. Hey Terry, welcome. Hi Mom. Happy Friday. All right. I think I cut this big enough. I didn't even measure. Probably should have. I eyeballed it. Oh, close enough. There we go. I'll trim it a little bit. Hi Angie, welcome. Let's see. So we're just going to do just a little bit of a mat with this tissue paper, nothing crazy. Again, just adding some dimension, a little bit more color. Just a little peek of it. I love tissue paper for that reason. All right, so now we need some double-sided tape. And you know, having pages where they already have like a wreath design or frames of some sort is really, really a good lift-off point for layout creation. You know, take advantage of that. You don't have to work so hard to get a layout put together. I always like to encourage that. Oh. Tissue paper's giving me a hard time tonight with the double-sided tape. Ah! Well then. This tape's giving me a hard time, gang. Sorry. There we go. All right, photo is down. All right, I tried to wipe a woozy off my laptop screen, and it's on her table, not mine. Okay. That kind of weak, huh, Dee? So again, I think we're gonna bump this up as well. So I'll put some foam dots on here. But we won't stick it down just yet. But we'll bump that up and have that nestled right in there, which I think is so cute. I apologize, guys. I have allergies, and they're already starting. So if I'm sniffling, I apologize. Okay, so now what I have here is I have some additional florals that I have fussy cut, and then I also have the butterflies. So my thought was to use these cute little yellow butterflies and plop them in around the reef. And I was thinking about doing probably, I think I have five or six, yeah. So I was thinking about doing 5. And just putting them kind of around. Like so. All right, so what do I have? Something, do I have something on my desk? You guys are talking and I can't see anything. There must be, oh, maybe like a little mark or something? Oh, you guys are too funny. Maybe I'll move it over here and it won't show. Okay, hi Chrissy, welcome. All right, so we've got these cute little butterflies, and then I have these additional blossoms that I cut out, so maybe we could pop one up and add it to the corner of the photo here. But I also wasn't sure, I don't think I'm going to, but I originally had a thought of maybe adding some more. Well, maybe, I don't know, let's see. I was thinking about adding some more nestled in, but popping them up so it gave the reef some more dimension. It's gone, I wiped it off for you. T, you're so funny. Thank you, dear. All right, well, let's see what that looks like. Because that was where my original thought was, but I wasn't sure if it even, I wasn't sure if I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. Let's just put it that way. So my thought was to just add different blossoms throughout. And see what we think. No real commitment here because we can, I'm just placing them on. I'm not taking the adhesive off. I can't think tonight. Goodness. Hi, Glenda. Welcome. So as I'm doing this, I kind of like it. So it's probably hard to tell from your view from the top down, but as I'm placing these on the reef, it's additional dimension, which looks really cool. It looks really, really neat. So let me just see if I have any more that will work. Some of the smaller clusters. And I don't know that I do. So, what we can do is I got that one right there. All right. I was busy fussy cutting. You guys are a hoot. All right, we can pop that guy up too. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. I love it. So we're gonna pop these up. Just nestle them in everywhere. It really does just add another layer of dimension, which is always fun. And we're putting the hard work of fussy cutting to good use, right? So I think I want to nestle this one in here. And then we'll glue down the butterflies. See what I mean, you guys? I know you keep saying I can't fussy cut, but it's totally worth it. Look at all the fun you can have. All the additional embellishments. You know, a pack of these flowers, if you would have bought them retail, right, would have cost you what, $4? But you get a whole pack of flowers for the cost of a paper sheet, which is a win in my books. I think that's awesome. All right, and so we were adding that there. All right, I think we have those down. So let's so the trick with the reef, Sandy, is the inside of it I used an X-Acto knife. So, because scissors does make it a little more difficult, but if you are to do scissors, you can just kind of cut an X in the middle, and then you can, it makes it easier to cut with scissors in the reef. So I hope I'm making sense, but really, ideally, using a X-Acto knife makes a difference. All right. Oh, hi, Marcella. Perfect for when you're watching TV. You're absolutely right. It is perfect for when you're watching TV. You got it, sister. And don't worry about how much you get done. Just sit back, relax, get your scissors, your paper, and have a good old time and get yourself some extra embellishments. And again, for these really busy floral papers, you know, it's they're harder to use as a whole. So again, fussy cutting really gives you the option, you know, it won't be a paper that you pass up all the time. If what I'm saying is making sense. You're actually more likely to use that really busy floral or pattern paper if you fussy cut it than you would as a whole. I would cut a small dark pink and add it under the light pink rose on the title. Under here, we can do that. Oh, I actually have this little cluster right here. Is it blending in too much? I'm trying to think. I could probably add a couple, or I could add an orange under there too. Well, why don't we do that? Thank you for the suggestion. My problem with paper pads is in a 25 sheet of paper, there are 10 that I love and 10 that I hate and 5 I just don't know what to do with. Well, Dee, that is what this challenge is all about. Because we bought those paper pads for those 10 papers that we love. All right? And so we're going to learn how to use the 10 that we're not so fond of, and we're going to learn how to use the 5 that are challenging us. That's my goal anyway. That's what I'm hoping to help you all with. There we go. And I will put some tape runner under there. And we'll stick that right down. There we go. Thanks for the recommendation, Joyce. Great idea. All right. And so this guy is kind of bugging me because it's too low. And so we'll plop them right there instead. All right. This is looking really cute, guys. So let's get some butterflies glued on here. And Dee, I know you can do it because you were so successful with the stamps. So I can't wait to see what you come up with for paper pads. Because those deals definitely, they get you. They really do. And I am just fitting these butterflies around on the outside here. Wherever I think they might look nice. Trying to balance it out a little bit. I love the little hint of gold in their wings. There we go. All right, Wendy. Okay, some help with that. Wendy's got some words of wisdom. The ones you don't like uses layering. For the 10 you don't know, I see what they are. Cut aparts are easy, but the others I look for is a sketch, and I'll try that. That's great advice, Wendy. And Dee, I switched with the other ladies at the crop. Marciela, I hope I'm saying that right. That is a great suggestion. And Tanya, my other problem is sometimes they have a sticker that has them sealed up, so I can't figure out how thick the paper is and the quality of it. Yeah, I don't like when they package it like that. I agree. I totally agree. So I do have one more butterfly, but I think that's going to be too much there. So we're just going to leave the flowers. All right. So My extra flowers and butterflies we'll probably use on another layout. I did have some leaves that I cut out too. There wasn't many in that floral paper, but we'll use these blossoms on another layout there. So let's stick these leaves in. When I take a picture of my layouts on my phone, they have a terrible glare, and that's why I haven't uploaded them. Oh, if you take them under a light, may I recommend, if you have the option, to try taking them by a window instead, taking a photo by a window. But that's okay, don't worry about the glare. Unless you can't see them. Do you have them in the page protectors? Because that will do it too. We have Gail. I think this will be a great series. I struggle with paper pads for the exact reason of what you said. I often just pull out what I love, and I dislike that I waste so much paper. Well, we're gonna see if this will help you. I hope it does. And I'm going to encourage you guys to pull out those pages that you don't love. And I'll do the same. So that inspires me for next week's. I'll put a layout together with papers that I don't love. And we can work through that challenge together. All right, so I have some. So now I'm digging through. Oh wait, you know what? I'm not going to dig through that. I've got my stash for my kit this month, and I want to see what I have for little bits and pieces that might work well. My Jen Hatfield box. So we'll take a quick peek and see if there's anything else we want to add. I'm not sure that there will be, but worth a look. All right, nothing in there. I have these gold leaves. I might add a couple of those in, but I wanted to see what I had in here first before I went that route. We have these cute little banners. And we were celebrating, but I don't know if I want to I don't think I want any words in here. I'm really liking the way it looks, so we're not going to go with words. All right. And then there's a bunch more images. Yeah, I think we can forego anything in here. We'll use this up at a later date. Okay. I just had to check, you know, you never know. All right. So let's add some gold leaves in here. All right, let's see. No protector, so it's just the photos. So maybe try, Dee, if you have the opportunity to take them near maybe an open window instead of under a bright light. That might help. I'm not entirely sure, but worth a try. All right, now I'm just going in and I'm adding some gold leaves because, you know, just because we need some gold, more gold. I love the gold. I'll add them here. maybe add some on the inside. All right, so let's see. Another one up there. There we go. I love it. I feel like we need another one there too. And this seems out of place on the inside, so let's move this guy. Move it to the outside. All right. There we go. Let's see, I'm getting caught up here. D, we had a crop challenge where you drew the color out of a box and had to scrap a 2-page layout using that color. It was a real challenge. We had to laugh at our poor friend who got brown. Oh, that would be a hard color to scrap, but what a fun challenge. And Tammy, I have pages, but there are no pictures of them yet, and D will try that. Yeah, give it a try, see if that helps, D. And the direct light, it's really hard getting those photos under a direct light. Yeah, brown is good if playing in the sandbox, or I'm thinking like mud, you know, kids jumping in the mud. Love the gold. I never seem to find much in gold. These are Jen Hatfield from her the Avenue collection, and when I found these gold leaves, I tell you what, I picked up like 4 packs of them because I love them so much. They're just a nice little addition. And let's see here. I know Wendy's going to be asking me to get a date on here. And I believe I know the date for this one. So I really am loving this, and I think we're gonna leave it with just the yellow. I don't think I'm gonna frame it in the brown. And look at that, we had a title built in to the paper pad. We fussy cut out flowers, a wreath, some butterflies. So that's 4 papers that we used on this one layout. How awesome is that? So let me give you guys a close look because you can see the dimension. See those butterflies popped up? And you can see the butterflies in on the back of this yellow paper too. I'll give you guys kind of an angled view so you can see that dimension. So cute and so fun. All right, do I have special lighting in my craft room? Sorry, I'm catching up on chat now. Let me check. I know, Wendy, I'm missing my date. I got my roller date stamp, but I just want to confirm I didn't write down the date. I got to start doing that. I got to be prepared for you on these Friday nights. I print the pictures and then I go look for the date later. Okay. Let's see, date, yep. Do I have special lighting? So yes, I've just upgraded to softbox lights, softbox lighting in my craft room, and I love them. They're big and they're bulky, I will tell you that, but it makes a world of difference in my crafting space, especially because I don't have any overhead lighting where I'm at in my room. So I've had to use plug-in lighting all along. So I finally, I know I've told you guys I got a tour coming. I really do, I promise. I've just got get a few other things in order, but I built a brace and everything, got them installed to the ceiling, and it really is a game changer when it comes to lighting. So if you can get over kind of the size of them, they're really a great option. So, all right. So there we have it. Oh, Dollar Tree has gold leaves. I'll have to check it out. All right, so yes, 4 sheets we used tonight. Now granted, I don't want to sound like, you know, salesy or whatnot. We still have some left over, right, from the fussy cutting we did, but these will certainly not go to waste. I'm going to use these, but yes, 4 sheets used from that paper. So I challenge you guys to pick out a paper pad and do this along with me. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. It's a great challenge. You're gonna bash your paper pad stash, all right? So, party in my craft room. It was so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week with another paper pad layout, and I hope to sprinkle some in throughout the week as well as they get crafting. All right? Have a great night, everyone, and a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next week. Bye.